Today on CWN, Ag had a trip to the fairgrounds.
And today is Heroes vs. Villains. I'm Emma and I'm Superman.
And I'm James, and unfortunately I'm not dressed up. And today is Thursday, October 24th, 2024.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag.
The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Texas Pledge. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Agriculture of Science had a trip to the fairgrounds about ag awareness. We spoke to Weston and Josh to see what they did on this trip and what they learned. Let's take it to them.
Hey cats, I'm Michael here with Josh and Weston. I heard y'all had an Ag Awareness Day. Can you tell me a little more about that?
So we went to the Richard and Borchard Fairgrounds and just helped out with the Ag Awareness Days. Some of us worked as team leaders to help organize the third graders. Others just helped out making sure that everything was going smoothly.
And Weston, what did you help with?
I helped with getting lunches together, getting them into the showroom for lunchtime. I also helped with getting all the kids organized for the tractor and dairy cow show for safety and showing the process of how cows are milked.
Okay, thank you. Back to the studio.
Valeria, one of our Calallen students, was teaching in Coach Luna's class yesterday. She studies and has a lot of knowledge on all kinds of creepy crawlies such as spiders and scorpions. Let's see what kinds of insects she taught to the class and what else she decided to teach about.
Hey guys, I'm Hunter. I'm here with Valeria. So Valeria, we heard that you were teaching in Miss Luna's class. Can you tell us all about that, please?
So in Miss Luna's class, I was teaching over spiders and scorpions.
All right, and how were you able to teach the students about the spiders?
So I mostly taught specifically over tarantulas and the differences between New World and Old World, and I also gave a care guide sort of about how to take care of scorpions and tarantulas.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Valeria. That's it from us. Now back to the studio.
Today is Heroes vs. Villains, and hopefully you dressed up. Just a reminder, tomorrow's Maroon Out, so make sure you dress up for that. But for now, let's see how some of the teachers and students dressed up for today's theme.
Hello. Good morning, Calallen. I'm here with Spider-Man. So what are you doing here today?
I'm keeping the city safe.
Good morning, Calallen. I'm here with the lower science wing teachers. So can y'all tell us what y'all dress up for dress-up day?
Yes, I am Maleficent, the mistress of all evil.
And you?
And I am the good Maleficent.
And you
I'm
are?
my super teacher self.
And you are?
Cruella DeVille, darling.
These are all great costumes. Thank you. Back to the studio.
So James, why didn't you dress up for today?
Well, I was actually planning on dressing up as Captain Kirk from Star Trek, but the costume has long sleeves and it's getting really warm again with the hotter weather. We'll get into that later, but I just figured it'd be a little bit too warm for today.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you are interested in bugs, specifically ants, Mrs. Cash had a lab yesterday talking about how they made an ant bait. Let's see how she made all of that possible.
Hey cats, I'm Zach and I'm here with Miss Cash. So Miss Cash, I heard y'all had an ant bait lab. Can you tell me more about that?
Yes, sir. So you've probably seen them around the school with the little do not disturb sign. So we are baiting some ants and we're going to count the different diversity and see what kind of ants we have here at Calallen High School.
That's awesome. That's all. Now back to the studio.
Attention seniors, the senior kindergarten walk is tonight. For more information, please see Miss Lyons in the library.
Mrs. John's class has been up to some interesting things lately, as always. Her class has been learning about how to find the concentration between liquids. Specifically, what they used was blue Gatorade. Let's send it to her.
Hi, I'm Quinn. I'm here with Miss Jones. Miss Jones, you guys had a lab today. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. It's an AP Chem, and one of the things we learned this unit was called spectroscopy. And we learned about 3 different types of spectroscopy. I don't have the equipment for 2 of them, but I do have the equipment to do something called a UV vis spectroscopy. And that is where we're exploring something called the Beer's Law. which has to do with absorbance of color or wavelength of color in materials, and you can find the concentration. So what we did is I bought 2 different colors or blue colors of Gatorade. And so what they're going to try to do today and then is to figure out the concentration of the blue food dye in each one of those Gatorades that we have today. And so the first thing I had to do is I made a solution, a stock solution of blue food dye and water. And from there, they did a set of cereal dilutions where they took the stock solution and diluted it to a certain concentration, so we could then put them into something called a spectral photometer. And when they put them in the spectral photometer, it created a graph of our lab data. And it was a list of absorbances at different concentrations. And from there, they can calculate the slope, or they can do Beer's law, which is the absorbance is equal to the molar absorptivity times the length of the cuvette, which is a little plastic thing they put the liquid into, and then the concentration. And so anyway, they calculate something called the molar absorptivity, and it has to do with the amount of the wavelength of the color that is absorbed by that blue color in the blue food coloring, which is the same blue number 1, which is in the Gatorades they had. And so from there, then they calculated that, and then they could put the blue food color, I mean, the 2 blue Gatorades, they put 1 in each. They put the light one, and then they did the dark one, and we had a graph up, and from there it told them the absorbance of each one of those, and now they can calculate how many grams of blue food dye were actually in that 823 milliliter bottle of Gatorade.
Yes, ma'am. And what did they learn from this lab?
I hope they learned a lot about, well, we're doing solutions and concentrations, which is molarity calculations, and how grams, you can make gram solutions at certain concentrations based on the grams you use. And then just really about how, because they're kind of learning about wavelengths and the energy in a wavelength. And so what happens, this is kind of crazy. So when the color that came through the spectrophotometer hit the solution, it causes the electrons in the blue food coloring to jump and move around. And so what they're actually measuring is the electronic transitions that happened within the atoms of the blue food coloring. I don't know if they'll make that kind of connection, but that's basically what they're learning today.
Yes, ma'am. That sounds very interesting. Thank you.
Okay.
Back to you.
Bye.
That's really cool. I love how you can find science in everything around you.
Yeah, and the fact that they were able to learn all that from just a sports drink is incredible. The police department got approved working for Calallen. We spoke to one of our very own police officers to see what process they had to go through to be here today.
Hey Cats, I'm here with Mr. Garcia. So Mr. Garcia, you have your police vehicle here today. Can you tell me about your new department y'all have?
Yeah, well, the district just got approved for their own police department, which means we're going to be hiring our own police officers that are dedicated, and we'll be here every day at the school district. It's a great initiative that the school board decided to move on. It's going to be a great thing for us in the future as we continue to grow and be fully sufficient and be here to represent the district.
Well, sounds great. Thank you for that. That's all from us. Now back to the studio.
Now let's send it over to Captain Underpants with the Wildcat Media.
Thank you, anchors. Welcome back to Wildcat Media. Wildcat Media is sponsored by Sonic, America's Drive-In. Volleyball is selling playoff shirts, so make sure to go to show your spirit and get one of those. Orders are due tomorrow by 10 a.m. The shirts are $25 for a short sleeve and $30 for a long sleeve. For more on that, check out at Calallen Volleyball. Now that's all for media. Back to the anchors.
Thank you, Captain.
Oh, now let's send it to Maddie with the rundown on sports after this quick break.
Vaping can cause many damaging harms to your body and health. Please be careful of what you're consuming.
Hey, I'm new. Any y'all can help me with my new schedule?
Wanna be friends? Yeah.
A few moments later.
Bro, guess what I heard? He vapes. Can you believe that? You're lying.
Oh my gosh! Are you okay?
And I
Oh, he's vaping.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Calallen Wildcat Sports is brought to you by Southern Charm Home Cookin'. This past Saturday, our marching band hosted the region marching contest here at Wildcat Stadium. Several bands performed throughout the day and got ratings out of a 1, 2, or 3. Let's take it to Mr. Goodman, the percussion director here, to get more information on how our amazing band did.
Hey Cats, today I'm here at Mr. Goodman. So Mr. Goodman, I heard that y'all did really good at regionals and now y'all are advancing to area. Can you tell me more about that?
Yes, the band earned a Division I rating, so essentially we qualified for the playoffs, and next Saturday we have the area round coming up. So 26 bands out of our area in Texas are going to be at the contest, and they're going to take 10 bands into the area finals, and then the top couple bands are going to go on to the state marching band contest.
Wow, that's really great. Thank you so much. Back to the studio.
Basketball is up and running again. They have been practicing and working hard preparing for their upcoming games and competitions. Let's take it to Peyton, a player on the varsity team, to go see what's up.
Hey Cats, I'm here with Peyton, one of our varsity basketball players. So Peyton, as your second year on varsity, what are you doing to prepare for this upcoming season?
A lot of off-season work, just practicing fourth period and putting that work in.
Thank you for that. That's all from us. Now back to the studio.
You may have seen the ultimate Frisbee game at the pep rally on Friday. This game was teachers against students and the teachers won. This was a fun and enjoyable game for all to watch at the pep rally. Let's take it to some of the teachers that competed in the game to get their thoughts on how that went.
It's Dom here with Calallen TV. I'm here with Mr. Easton. Mr. Easton, can you tell us a little bit about Frisbee last Friday?
Yeah, so it was a great game, honestly. I think after the first game that we did with the kids, they maybe were a little bit shocked to see how well the teachers and staff can really play. You wouldn't anticipate computer science and like tutorials guys and physics guys to be able to move like that. But we've still got a little bit of youth in our bones. So last game, the kids really came out strong. They did some practice and it showed. And so, we came off, we're trying out a little bit of a zone strategy. We didn't develop it as much as we wanted. And so we ended up letting the kids score pretty early on, like pretty much right out of the bat. But we kind of regrouped from there and, we kept them from scoring again. I think it was like 3-1. So they did a really good job. I had a lot of fun there. I think I dove and ended up skinning my knee at one point to try to make one of those catches. Normally it's on grass, so it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but on those courts, hurt my old knee a little bit. But it was great. Had a lot of fun. Maybe we'll end up trying it again and see if we can go 3-0.
All right, thank you. And now I'm here with Mr. Nelson. Mr. Nelson, can you tell us a little bit about the Frisbee game last Friday?
Yeah, it was tons of fun. I was super excited just to be able to kind of show everybody what Ultimate Frisbee was all about and just kind of showcase that sport. It's my favorite sport, played it in college. But had a great time. The students had, lots of fun with it. They definitely gave us their best last Friday. They almost had us, but we got the W, so it was fun.
Thank you. Back to the studio.
And that's the latest on Calallen Sports. Now back to the anchors.
Thank you, Maddie.
Now it's time for Banana Brandon to tell us all about today's weather forecast right after this short break.
Toxic relationships are harmful because they drain your emotional and mental energy, leading to stress and anxiety. They often involve manipulation where one person tries to control the other, creating an imbalance of power. This can erode your self-esteem and make you doubt your worth. Toxic relationships can isolate you from your friends and family, cutting off your support network. They can lead to unhealthy coping mechanisms like substance abuse or self-harm. To avoid toxic relationships, it's important to set clear boundaries and communicate openly about your needs.
Rhonda, Joanna, I need you to come to my office to check out a student who we think has fallen down the stairs. After this investigation with this, it has been found that she didn't fall down the stairs. She was pushed down the stairs. So what can we do to help this situation? What can you do?
Okay. If being pushed down the stairs causes you any pain or any irritation, you can file an assault charge.
I think I would like to file assault charges.
Okay, we can do that.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. It's your boy, Banana Brandon. I'm back at it again from a year break. If you guys know what happened, y'all know, but I'm back at it again. Your weather forecast today was brought to you by Baytech Robinson Families. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope you guys are having a banana-rific day. I know I am because, well, I'm a banana. Looking at our current conditions here for today though, 84 degrees, feeling like 89. So those heat indices are going to be picking up once again for the third time, I think, maybe, I'm not too sure, with 5 southeast winds. So looking at our regional top operator here for today, we are currently dry for the most part. No clouds, no rains, no anything. So we're pretty clear for the most part. Those heat indices will be picking up still once again as a peak of 92 degrees, as you'll see here in a little bit. So like I always say, stay hydrated, take your rest breaks, know the signs of heat illnesses, and never leave anybody in the car alone. Though if you did see this morning, if you woke up, there was fog actually outside today. So make sure you guys are also watching out for fog, because fog conditions are going to be possible during the mornings. So when you guys are driving, make sure you guys are turning on your headlights. Looking at a 2 to 10 here for today though, 87 degrees, feeling like 91 with 7 southeast winds, though at 6 p.m. it's going to be dying down to 83 degrees, feeling like 86 with 13 southeast winds. So those winds are going to be picking up at around 6 p.m. Though at 10 p.m., like always, dying down to 76 degrees with 6 southeast winds. Looking at our 3-day outlook here for today, Friday is going to be pretty hot with the peak of the heat index being 92 degrees with 92 degrees with a 20% chance of rain. On Saturday, just like Friday, a peak of 92 degrees as a heat index, though with a little bit of decrease of a chance of rain, 15% chance only. Though on Sunday, those heat indices are going to be dying down, and it's going to be 87 with a 10% chance of rain. And with that, let's take it back to the anchors.
Thank you, Brandon.
And that's all of your announcements for today. But now it's time for your joke of the day. Why did Coach put the frog in the outfield?
I don't know. Why?
It's simple. Just like an outfielder, he's really great at catching flies.
For all you social people out there, make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at Calallen TV for all the latest updates. Also, subscribe to us here on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos.
And as always, stay classy, Calallen.